Divergent. One word to describe dystopian Chicago's most elite, most rare, and the most sought after. We follow the story of Tris Pryor in one of the world's most popular movies, Divergent, as it took over the box office by a storm. It's actually based on a book written by Veronica Roth and later became a movie in 2014. Now, this movie is actually a personal favorite of mine. I enjoyed it watching it as a teen. It's got everything you need in a sci-fi movie. I mean, the factions are just bizarrely amazing, and I used to think I was part of Dauntless and up until now actually. Anyway, in this video, let's dig deeper into the movie and find out how each of the factions relates to being financially successful. But before we pierce right through the gist, I would just like to give you a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, so better take all my advice with a pinch of salt, and take only what can be applied to you. I do my very best in telling you the latest information in terms of financial management. But if you are experiencing serious problems, that is the time to seek out services by professionals and experts to help you out with what you're facing. Welcome to the Quantum Wealth, where the road to success begins. Before starting with the video, please like and subscribe to the channel and comment below with your thoughts on today's video. So without further ado, let's begin this video, starting with the ever-selfless abnegation. A lot of people do not view abnegation as an astonishing faction. As I said, their prime principle is to be selfless, thus making them the leader of their community. They always stay non-partisan, reject vanity, and indulge in the plight to help others. This is actually our main character's home faction. This is where Tris Pryor hails from, along with his brother who eventually shifted to erudite. Anyway, to be part of abnegation means to help others who are in need of aid. They focus mainly on providing food and clothing to the factionless, those who do not belong in any of the factions. Now, how is this relevant to becoming financially successful? Well, it's a mix of both karma and camaraderie. If you believe in karma, then I'm sure you're doing all your best to do good so that you receive good. Based on this, if you perform acts of kindness, then you will be blessed as well. On the other hand, you also have the power to help out your colleagues or business partners in need so that you two can succeed greatly together. All in all, you need to be selfless in order to harness the fullest version of yourself centered on helping others. At number 4, Amity. Amity is the orange faction that holds the core principle of being kind. Being kind is a universal trait that everyone possesses, but with Amity, they stretch it out far greater. They see no negativity in everything, and they always continue to pursue lighter things and just generally be positive and bright. This type of positivity allowed Tris to seek refuge in their community when they became political criminals that are sought after by the villain, Janine Matthews. Well, if you ask me, being kind is really not that hard, although some people tend to have it more difficult because of certain reasons. But I'm telling you, this is a fundamental trait that you should have if you wish to garner success in the world of finance. You need to maintain a positive light so as to look for the brighter side of things whenever you pursue investments, new riches, or fresh business partners. Nothing can be accomplished in a negative spectrum. Therefore, you should attract money yourself by staying bright and positive. At number 3, Candor. The faction of Candor is all about upholding truth and justice, bearing the symbol of the balanced scales which represent justice. They always seek to stay true to themselves and to others. We saw how Tris suffered a lot from the truth serum, right? Well, that was because she somehow rejected the value of manifesting the Candor truth and insisted on her own personal narratives. But eventually, she managed to tell the truth, but in the process, she had immense pain and lost a friend. In light of this, we are not going to be like Tris, who went into suffering just because she wanted to hide the objective truth. As financially literate person, we should always uphold what is right and always avoid any kind of anomalies. In the world of finance, everything is so strict and so delicate that you need to follow certain rules to make things work. And honestly, it does make things work. You should carry out everything in full transparency, like when you're starting a new company or firm, or whenever you are seeking investment so that everything can be seen clearly. Like they always say, the truth shall prevail. At number 2, Erudite. The faction for the intellectuals. There's no doubt that erudite are highly intimidating given their substantial knowledge of everything. And I mean literally everything. They know all about the sciences behind the brains of the Divergents, and they also manage to produce the serums that somehow enslave all of Dauntless. They surely had what it takes to rule their entire community. But they had selfish and ungodly motivations behind such actions. But that's where our hero comes to save the day. Aside from the evil acts in Erudite, we can never stray away from what's truly the root of their faction, and that is being smart. You should always stick to the facts and use your brain to its maximum potential in order to see things better and to make decisions wiser. When making an investment, learn to study everything that comes with it, like risks, conditions, and of course, the benefits. This is also the same when you have a new job coming or when you're starting a firm from the ground up. The facts will be your best friends and you should always stick to them no matter what happens. And lastly, number 1, dauntless. Of course, I saved my personal favorite for the last. I was somehow enticed by how the dauntless operate within themselves since they look very fun, fearless, and adventurous. Basically, all the things I manifest every day. I mean, that scene where they jump off from a train to go into the building and a much daredevil jump from the building down to the safety net. It was just mind-blowing to witness in front of the big screen. To sum up, being dauntless is all about bravery, and this is what you should aspire to have if you really want intensive success. Being brave doesn't mean not backing down from a fight, but it means that you are willing to take risks, make sacrifices, and go out of your comfort zone. I believe this is the main thing that you need to do to become financially successful. There's no learning when you just stay timid within your own box. There's no success in that, no growth, and no progress. So come out of your shell and learn to pursue greater things so that in the end, you can attain everything that you want. Being financially successful may not be as easy as 1, 2, 3. But with continuous learning and with applying all of these 5 qualities represented by 5 divergent factions, I believe you can pave a road that's already well on the way. The future is all in your hands. That wraps up today's video. We hope you find this video helpful, and if you like today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you at the next one.